The following is a reenactment of a real-life event that took place on November 27, 1983. The story is narrated in the actual form that it appeared in the original article that ran in the Seattle Times. Voice sounded urgently from the flight console.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Captain Tulio Hernandez ignored the warning, trusting his instincts over what he apparently perceived as a faulty ground proximity alarm. Instead, to the English-speaking robotic voice, Hernandez sighed, there was no urgency. Then, as the flight continued, Hernandez disconnected the autopilot and casually said again, bueno, in an apparent lack of concern that the alarm was correct in warning that the flight was in any real danger of being too close to the ground. His last words were recorded on cockpit tapes.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind.
Moments later, the Avianca jetliner scraped one hilltop and began disintegrating as it slammed into a second and a third.
The truth is, we can't always trust. In fact, it's often even dangerous to go by our natural instincts. That's why I'd like to, with the help of God, do three things with those words from the Holy Scriptures that began our program. First, I'll describe who the sleepers are to whom those words are spoken. Second, I'll do what I can to compel you who sleep, to persuade you with the strongest words I can find to take the action, to follow the advice of that urgent appeal, because it's truly a matter of life and death. And third, I'll explain as best I can the promise made by God to those who do awaken from their spiritual slumber. Morning time in the desert Southwest. Take a look around. It's absolutely amazing. A little quail sunning himself on top of that huge boulder there. And that cactus, that's the real thing. It's not a Hollywood prop. It's a real cactus. It's morning time right now here in the desert. Sunrise. People are still sleeping behind closed doors and drawn shades. Certainly makes for a good backdrop.